Tolerance and patience, they're great virtues to have, but they're not virtues to be exploited. Someone should tell that to the West, especially to the US, Canada and the UK, because the Khalistanis have struck again. Their target, the Indian Consulate in San Francisco. This video shows the building on fire. The local fire brigade was deployed to bring it under control. Thankfully, there was no major damage. All the diplomats are also safe. The US State Department has condemned the arson. Their spokesperson says violence against diplomats or their facilities is a criminal offense. But what are they doing about it? The same consulate was attacked in March this year. Khalistanis broke through barricades and gates. They installed Khalistani flags on the building. Washington condemned that incident as well. But months later, the threat remains and the actions are repeated. It was a security breach in March. It's arson today. I wonder what's next. How long can Indian diplomats live in fear? How many more Indian consulates have to be attacked for the Western governments to actually do something? The fact is, the US government is dragging its feet. They say they're concerned, but in reality, they aren't doing much. Sunday's incident seems to have been a revenge attack. Revenge for what? The killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. He was a Khalistani based in Canada. The Indian government had declared him a terrorist. On the 19th of June, he was gunned down in Vancouver. We don't know who the attackers were or what their motive was. But clearly, it has enraged Khalistanis. Nijjar was the chief of the Khalistani Tiger Force. He also worked with Sikhs for Justice. So these organizations are out with a vengeance. The consulate attack could have been one tactic. Another one is planned for the 8th of July. A so-called Khalistan Freedom Rally. This is being organized in the US, in Canada and in Australia. Look at their posters. They say kill India. They also display the name and picture of the top Indian diplomats in those countries. This is the American poster. Down below, you can see Taranjeet Singh Sindhu. He's India's ambassador to the United States of America. These diplomats have been labeled killers of Hardeep Nijjar. India has summoned the Canadian envoy in response. It has also lodged a diplomatic protest. Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar once again had a warning for these countries. He said Khalistani thought is not good for relations. Listen to this.
We have requested our partner countries like Canada, the United States, the United Kingdom and Australia not to give space to the Khalistanis. This will affect our relations.
Now, Canada is clearly the hotspot. The biggest rally will also probably be in Canada. So what is their government doing about this? The foreign minister says the posters are unacceptable. She also said the safety of Indian diplomats will be guaranteed. So very similar to the US statement. But this problem isn't just about security, is it? Yes, the urgent need is security, but the larger problem is the politics. The likes of Canada see Khalistanis as a security threat to Indian diplomats or to Indian facilities. They don't think it's a threat to themselves or to the Indian Republic. And that's the problem here. You know how Pakistan kept talking about good terrorists? Well, this is no different. Canada's government thinks Khalistanis are a vote bank, hence the reluctance to crack down. India has handled this issue with patience and tolerance so far, but how much longer? Indians living abroad are now feeling unsafe. Indian diplomats are being called killers. So New Delhi must draw the red line somewhere because other governments have. The US invaded other countries to capture wanted terrorists. In the process, they killed thousands of innocents. Why not show the same urgency against terrorists targeting India? Well, because of politics. This problem will not disappear just by beefing up security or giving more bodyguards to Indian diplomats. That should be done, yes, but that alone is not enough. You need to target the root of Khalistani separatism and terrorism. You need a broad crackdown to choke this movement, their funding, their groups. But knowing the West, it's not happening soon.